Do you dig what I'm saying? We all famous. I drop my top right now and this big old brainless. Mama, I made it.
Welcome back to the We Are Famous show. I'm Simbo. Sitting across from me is my partner, Ciel. Man, today we got to talk about the end of an era. I didn't think this day was going to happen, but for the first time in 2 decades, 20 years, LeBron James, he has not been named an all-star starter. The streak is over. Ciel, what it do?
What's up, man? How you didn't think this time was gonna end? Father Time is undefeated. So how you think it wasn't gonna ever come?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was really gonna be over 5 years ago, but I don't know what I don't know what Big Dog is on, but he keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? And but it looked like it's over. Let me just ask you this question: is this a genuine snub, or like you say, it's for the time finding winning the popularity contest?
I don't look
I
at
don't
it
know.
I don't look at it as a snub period. I mean, because for one, you spending more time in street clothes than you're playing on the court. So you lucky to even make it, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Like I say, you're not playing enough games. You're not building a portfolio because what you did last year should equate to what you did this year. You got to be on the court playing and doing good this year, and you ain't really been playing enough games. So you're lucky for them to even put you as a bench rider coming in. So it is what
But
it
you
is.
know what? You know what? You can go on and on. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. I know you want to be a starter on the We Are Famous show. Pace yourself, big dog. I'm messing with you. But you know what? Even more crazy about this game is that it's in LA. I mean, LeBron 20th year. This might be his last year. Y'all don't force feed and let him be the starter in LA. His home team, his home crowd. That's kind of strange. You don't think so?
Things that make you say, you would think so. But that's why they brought Luka in. They brought Luka in because they already know they need a new face. They need a new face. So that's why they brought him in.
Well, you know what? Kevin Garnett, KG, he says LeBron James ruined the All-Star game when he got scared to take on Kobe on that one-on-one. You remember that?
I saw it. What he said, yeah.
I remember that. I remember that game, and I 100% agree with him. You know what I'm saying? When Kobe slapped the floor like, come on, bring it on. LeBron didn't want that smoke, man. He made I think at that moment, Kobe was on his way out and LeBron became the elder statesman, and all the little young players under him, they followed his lead. He never took the All-Star game seriously to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just almost like, he wanted to be he made like an and one type game. He wasn't really hooping with it.
The thing was, how can you ruin something when that was never LeBron character in the first place? So he can't ruin that. It'd be different if he had that alpha mentality.
I mean,
He don't carry himself that way.
hold on, man. I'm not attacking your king. I'm not
He ain't
attacking
my
your
king.
king. You
He
making
ain't my
all
king.
kind of excuses for the guy. He's been the face of the NBA. He's been the lead. All the little young players coming up under him, they look at him as, the leadership. We might not think that, but they think that. And they follow his lead. And he's been mediocre when it comes to stuff like that forever. It's always me, him first. I got this little joke I always tell me, team first. You know what I'm saying? See, LeBron ain't playing team NBA, bro. It's all about LeBron. I think the NBA is moving on from LeBron, especially after that stunt he pulled last year at the All-Star. You remember what he did last year at the All-Star?
What did he do last year?
Remember he came and last minute he said he hurt.
Oh yeah. And he gonna pull that
because
same.
he was mad about something. I can't remember the specific situation, but he was mad about something. So he came. I'm talking about game time, 30 minutes before game time. Say, yeah, I ain't playing today.
And he might do it again this year. So
Well, he do it. I think that's why. In my mind, the NBA, like, yeah, we ain't worried about him being a starter. I don't think nobody that's on the West should, give up their spot to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? I just think the All-Star game moving past him, and if they don't watch out, the other American players is moving past them. Let me just give you this stat right quick. On the West, the starters is Shai Gilgeous, Joker, Luka, Steph Curry, and Wemby. I don't see who LeBron, even if he was playing at the peak of his game right now, who he gonna take out out of these spots?
And Joker back in, Joker back playing.
I don't know. I don't think he back playing, but he might be back playing by the time the All-Star get it. He still got almost a month.
Okay, and all those guys are what?
Everybody foreigners except for Steph Curry.
Yeah,
The NBA is took over by the Europeans, man. The
yeah.
Canadians, the Europeans. You know, it's a different league. So look, I'm not doing this show to attack LeBron. I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. Let's put some respect on his numbers first before we give all the people gonna think we negative, but we not. We just reporting this. For 20 straight years, he was a starter. You know what I'm saying? He's had a great career. I mean, that's a whole generation of dominance. For 20 years, you've been a starter in the All-Star game. You know, we have players in this league now who wasn't even born when LeBron started his first All-Star game. So that's very impressive by itself. I got to give credit where credit is due.
But where the butt come in at? I know you got a butt somewhere. Where the butt come in at?
But let's look at why this year the Western, you know, because I just gave you the Western Conference, they front court series. You got Joker, Wemby. You know, Wemby playing out his mind right now, bald head Wemby. I mean, yeah, he playing out his mind, and then you got Luka, his teammate. You know, you could put him at the forward or whatever. He got to play the forward on his team because you got Shai Gilgeous and you got Steph. LeBron don't even fit on this team, you know.
He don't fit nowhere on that team. And guess what? He do better than he do. He might as well just go ahead and do better and play hurt and not play. Like I say, the Lakers at this point right now, I think they're trying to save him for the finale. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he got enough juice in case they make it to the playoffs, which they could be in position to make the playoffs. But I think that's what they saving him for.
I'm not even going to disagree with you on that. I'm going to let that be your take, but I don't think so. I think the Lakers have actually moved past LeBron.
They have.
You know what I'm saying? Because let me just give you an example. You know, his agent, Rich Paul, he on the show with Max Kellerman. Have you seen that? He's an agent. Rich Paul is an agent for the players in the NBA. I just think you shouldn't be commenting on other players should be traded and stuff like that, especially when your biggest client is, and you talk about one of his teammates. You know what I'm saying? AR 15, what they call it. I think that's messy. I think the NBA as a whole, the league, the ownership, the players, I think they're just sick of LeBron. That's me. But you know what? Let's talk about the voting breakdown, though. LeBron he still crushed the fan vote. The fans, some people still want to see the king, but the media and the players, man, they done moved on. That's what I'm saying. You know, I think that's where it's hurt. When your peers start voting for the new guard over you, that's a signal. I holler at you.
But you know, like I say, he still like him. I'm not gonna say he's the face, you know, of the league no more because I don't really hear nobody talking about LeBron. You got a lot of guys who could be the face of the league right now. I still don't have no clear guy that I would say he's the face right now. I don't have a clear face. Who do you have a clear face?
You don't have a clear face. You don't have a clear face. I might not have a clear face, but the league is saying, hey, we appreciate your legacy, but Shai, Luka, Wemby, they the guys carrying the torch right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the league is showing all of their games. You know what I'm saying? If Shai Gilgeous ain't on TV, Wemby on TV. If Wemby ain't on TV, Luka on TV. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? This is even when LeBron was hurt in the beginning of the year. They were not showing the Lakers because LeBron wasn't there. Now just imagine a couple of years ago if LeBron was injured or something, they weren't carrying the Lakers game. National TV wasn't gonna carry the Lakers unless it was, you know, they would have preempted it with something else.
Well, the guy we thought was gonna be the face of the league was Ant Dog.
And Dog hooping right now, and I think, yeah, I'm glad you said that. I think he's I think that he should have been in the starting lineup over Steph. Because right now he's averaging 29 a game. The Minnesota Timberwolves have a better record than Golden State. I think Ant-Man should be starting. He should be in that starting five, I told you. I don't think Steph Curry should be in
what's the difference between what's the difference between him and Steph? Steph hasn't been available, and Dog have been somewhat not available in some games, right?
You talking about what's the difference between LeBron and Steph, not and
No,
Steph,
I'm
right?
talking about Steph and Ant Dog.
No, Ant been hooping. I don't know. He just
Ain't been
been.
who?
I don't know. Yeah, man, he been available. He been hooping. I think he missed 2-3 games last week because he had a little sprained ankle. But nah, he balling. He
Okay.
balling. He hooping right now. Get off the Ant-Man. I still think the Ant-Man is facing the NBA, but I do think Ant-Man neither. I think that he got to figure out. Don't change who you are because he very like just free spirit. And that's cool, but you got to have that dog, that killer every night. You know what I'm saying? To become the face. I feel like, I think some nights, he's so good that he just be kidding around. But sometimes you just gotta, stack them wins, stack them wins.
But
Make
who
sure.
in the league right now that you feel got that dog every night? I can't think of too many of them in the league right now that got that dog every night. That just got that competitive nature in them, where they just got that dog in them every single night. Who
I do.
would you say
I
got
do.
that right now?
Um, what's my young man? What's my young buck that play for the I got all these names. I think Tyrese Maxey, bro.
Max, I like Maxie. I like him.
Tyrese Maxey, bro, he show up every night. He'll put a 50 piece on whoever you are, whomever. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? If Paul George and Embiid come on and do what they supposed to do, hey, he's a problem. He come every night. He got that dog in him. I'm serious.
I don't think Embiid want to play basketball anymore, man. Embiid looks so lethargic and so sluggish, walking up and down the court, man. It's like he
Yeah, but
just
you know what? We ain't gonna spend no time on somebody that ain't in the All-Star. So let's just say,
yeah.
let's just jump back to the LeBron because we starting to go off. You
Okay.
know, is it possible that the Lakers record finally caught up to him? In years past, we give LeBron a pass if the Lakers was, hovering around 500 because, well, it was LeBron. But with the West being so deep this year, I think the voters, they rewarding the winners. You understand what I'm saying? Like they not looking at him like, he LeBron. I don't think they see him like that no more. Straight up.
Well, if you was a voter and had a vote, would you vote LeBron as a starter in the All-Star game? Would you do it if you had a vote?
No. He's out of there. I
No.
wouldn't have voted him a starter for the last 3-4 years because I just feel like, and
Popularity
this
contest.
this my personal opinion that people not gonna like. I just feel like right now it's great that he's in shape. But he's not really in shape. He plays no defense. He ain't been playing defense for 3-4 years. So he really kind of a shell of himself. Offensively, he just playing bully ball with these youngsters and he in shape, but he not in shape like we really think because he plays no defense. But let's be clear. He's still gonna be a reserve. The coaches, they ain't gonna leave LeBron off the team. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in LA. But seeing him come off the bench in an All-Star game, it's gonna seem pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna seem like it's a glitch in the matrix. You know,
I think they did. I think it's intentionally done. That's to give him an encore. So when he do get off the bench, that's the encore when he do come off the bench. So I think it's all strategic. So when he do come
I
off the
think
bench, he gonna get a standing ovation.
I think that I think he's so caught up in himself that it's gonna light a fire under him. In the second half of the season, I think he gonna try to go off and we gonna see, the revenge LeBron. Like we seen it before, but what I think is uh that ain't gonna work because the competition is a little deep in the West, and he's not the old LeBron. He used to play both sides of the court. You know what I'm saying? He ain't running nobody down blocking no shots no more. He don't even play half court defense. I think he gonna take it personally though. And I think every time he try to face one of these people that's a starter above him, he gonna try to go off and hit 40 or something so that, he could be in the news cycle. But I don't even know if that'll work at this point.
Well, he pick
You
and
know, I,
choose. He pick and choose what teams to play bully ball against. You know what I'm saying? Because teams that got them guys down there that were chucking stuff down to the other end of the court, he don't do that against them. He pick and choose a smaller when people put a small lineup in, and that's when he tend to want to play bully ball. But he don't
yeah,
hardly do that when you got them towers down there.
I agree. Maybe it's just the natural order of things. LeBron fans, y'all been spoiled for 20 years. Y'all, I'm saying y'all because you're a LeBron stan. They expect the sun to rise and LeBron to start every All-Star game. But guess what? The sun came up today. The lineup looked a little different. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a whole bunch of foreigners mixed with a little Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? They got the right person mixed in because he mixed. So they mixed it in with the right person with a mixed person. So yeah.
Well, it's passing the torch. You know, whether he ready to hand it over or not. That torch been passed, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, I'm not a LeBron stan like you other guys. You know what I'm saying? I respect his contributions to the game. He'll never be my GOAT. Nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? I just think that mentally he not there, but it is what it is. But you know what, man? That's all for today's episode. We want to hear from you, especially you LeBron fans. Was he snubbed? His time is up? Hit us up in the comments. I'm Simbo.
I am CL.
And we all famous.
Acer, no chaser. Yeah.
Bitch, we told